Hi, welcome to my YouTube. This is a GSG MP-40 9mm bolt. It's made out of steel, unlike the rest of the gun, which is made out of metal alloy. Today I'm going to show you how to disassemble this bolt and solve one of the issues with the bolt. And the issue is the flying cocking handle. It takes no effort for me to pull this out. And it's not even under recoil. Under recoil, the spring and ball that's in here is reduced a bit, and that's enough for this cocking handle to fly off when you're firing. So this bolt is held together by 3 pins. The extractor pin, which I've drove out a little bit, the firing pin, and the cocking handle pin. I'm going to disassemble this off camera and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I fully disassembled the bolt and it was super easy. All I had to do is to remove these 3 pins. The extractor pin, the firing pin, and the cocking handle pin. I think the most difficult part is the extractor pin. It's kind of skinny. I don't have a punch for that, so I end up using a floor nail. That's strong enough. That did the job. And the cocking handle pin, there is 3 dimples at the beginning of the hole on either side. I end up using a 1/8 of an inch drill bit to drill out the dimples, and then obviously I punched the pins out. So here I'll go piece by piece what they are. This is the extractor. The extractor pin. This is the firing pin spring. This is obviously the firing pin, and this is the firing pin retainer. On this assembly, this is the cocking handle side. This holds all the assembly together, and this is where the pin goes in. The big spring, the small spring, a 1/4 inch steel ball. This is the cocking handle, and they all go into this assembly. Let's cover how to put the extractor and the firing pin in first, and then I'll talk about the solving the issue about the flying cocking handle. Okay, to put the extractor back in, it's very simple. Just put the spring into this little cutout, like that. And just put it in, like that. And then slide the pin through. I'm going to have to do this off camera because it's kind of awkward trying to show you how to do this. I will use a punch and get it down lower. Okay, the next thing I have to tackle is the firing pin. Take the firing pin, actually put the spring in first, then slide in the firing pin like this, push it down, and then insert the firing pin retainer. And this is, again, I'm going to do it off camera and then get it started. I'm going to tap it with the hammer like that. And then I'll drive it all the way home with a punch, both of these pins. Okay, lastly, let's talk about the caulking handle. Now, before I show you how to solve the problem, let's talk about what other people have done to solve the problem. Okay. One YouTube I saw, the fella replaced this spring with a stronger spring. Obviously, it's going to be the wrong tension. And what he then did is that he took out each coil to keep testing till he got the right tension he wanted. Yes, you could do that. Another fella, he went quite extreme. What he did is that he welded this to the bolt. So when he did that, he couldn't put this back in. But that was okay, because he had another plan. And the plan was to get a better appearance like the original. So the only way he was going to get this bolt with the charging handle welded in back into the receiver is to cut a slot in here. And that's what he did. He wanted a closer resemblance of the real MP-40. Unfortunately, the real MP-40 of World War II, the slot actually just didn't stop right here. It actually went all the way to the front. Okay, so he just basically did half of the appearance that he was looking for. Now, I would not suggest you do any more than what he did. He did this half, but he didn't do this half. And I wouldn't suggest you do that because these are metal alloy. And one bang of the receiver, you're going to more likely crack it because it's already been weakened when you remove this piece here. When you remove this piece, you're really asking for trouble. So that's, I would not do. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is show you how I would solve this problem. What I would do is, instead of putting a new spring, I would add washers, and that's how I would make this spring, the existing spring, stronger by compressing it, by adding more washers. And it's a lot simpler than cutting a stronger spring. Yeah, I can adjust as the spring gets weaker, the existing spring gets weaker, I can actually add more washer. Okay, so that's a better idea. So let me show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to put this together. Okay, first drop the steel ball in the shaft, followed by these two locking washers, and notice that I have greased them. Make sure it's flat. Okay, followed by the spring. Okay, then followed by the pin. Put it halfway only, not all the way. Okay, like so. Just leave it there. Now this end piece goes in like so. Now when you put it in, put your finger like that. Now put this in. Okay. Now grab this piece and put it together. At the same time, pushing down on the pin and rotating it. There it is. It's already in. Now I'm going to take the end of a screwdriver. I'm going to tap it in some more. Because right now I'm just testing to see how difficult is it for the caulking handle go in and out. Okay, let me try that. Oh, okay. Ah, good. Okay, I can pull it out, and it's not that easy to fall out, come out. There's quite a bit of resistance, but not enough to use a tool to pull it out. So yeah, so the 2 washer is perfect. Now let me drive this pin all the way in, and then I'm going to put it into the rifle and then test it out there. Okay, let me put this pin in. Good. Okay. Let me grab the upper. Let me grab the lower and the cross pin. Okay. Now let me slide the bolt in. Now I'm going to put the caulking handle into the bolt. Ah, good. Slide it forward. Recoil spring. The steel buffer. I'm going to have to hold this in out of camera. I'm going to try to push this in. It does require a little bit of force, so I'm going to grab the cross pin, and the cross pin is in partially. Okay, now it's all the way down. Let me tap it all the way down. Okay, so the caulking handle is in now. Let me check it looks fine, and it also moves in the safe position. And now let me see how difficult is it for it to come out. Ah, perfect. It's not that easy. Yeah, before it was a lot easier. Okay, if it's too easy for you, you can add another washer if you want. So, there you go. This is a good solution to the falling out caulking handle on your MP-40. Thank you very much for joining me, and please subscribe.